everybody, Coach Steve back with you again today. Hey, we decided to stay inside today because once again it's over 100 degrees outside and we have a nice air-conditioned space here. So it's nice and refreshing. So I'm here with my niece Lindsay again. She has bravely volunteered to continue.
Hello.
No too many sore muscles so far. So she's hanging with us, and we're going to talk about something today that really I'm very excited about. We've been getting requests to do more tumbling. So today, oh yeah, we're going to tumble. And not stumble, tumble.
Okay.
And we're going to start out with what I consider really the grandfather of gymnastics, of tumbling, the rolling. And you know, there's all kinds of rolling. We got your forward roll, you got your backward roll, egg roll, pencil roll, log roll, sushi roll. I mean, they just go on and on. So we're going to focus on forward rolling, which is really a basis for so many activities in higher level gymnastics and as you move forward. So we're going to start out with the foundation. So parents, this is really for young kids as young as in their twos, all the way up through whatever level you think this will serve them. So we're going to start out, Lindsay, she doesn't know what she's going to do today. So she's standing there as a blank slate, and we're going to mold her into the shapes. So Lindsay, why don't you start out lying on your back. We have our famous Home Depot version of padding here. See, we got those again. And we made it pretty because we have a nice yoga mat here to go. So she's just going to lie on her back, and I'm just going to have her bring her knees up and hold on to your knees right on top of your kneecaps. Now, a lot of the younger children, they like to grab behind their leg or maybe hook their arms like this, but for our purposes, we're just gonna start out with one hand on each knee, just like she is, and then she's gonna see, now this is another one for you preschoolers out there. See if you can lift your head off the ground, like Lindsay's gonna show. See that? She's using her neck muscles and her upper abdominals. Can y'all say abdominals? And she's holding herself up like this, and she's kind of round, isn't she? So I'm gonna just start rocking her, and she can start helping me. She already knows a little bit about how to rock herself. And parents, you can help. Sometimes you have to put your hand behind their head. Now I'm going to have Lindsay put her hands behind her head. And this is another way, kids, you can do it if your head feels too heavy. Sometimes those heads are very heavy because they got huge brains in them. So she's holding her head like that. Okay, go ahead and relax, Lindsay. There we go. That was your workout for the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So she's going to continue on now. So now, she got a round shape because you want to roll like a ball, not like a square, right? That rolls much better. So she's going to do it again, and this time I'm going to have her curl up again, and then take her hands straight up to the ceiling. And now she's going to roll like that, because we're getting ready to complete a roll, and you need the second half. So lift your head up again, round shape again. You can see her round shape, and there she goes rolling. Now she's going to roll and sit up, right there. See how her feet are already tucked in like that? She didn't stick her legs out. Hey kids, if your legs are sticking out, tuck them in close to your seat. The closer the better, and you'll see why in a minute. So roll back and then try to sit right back up, Lindsay. There she goes. And parents, you can help just like I am. Hold the head there, pull on the arm a little bit, put hand on the back. Lots of great ways to help keep them safe and comfortable. A lot of young kids get nervous when they're sitting and falling back. So you can be here touching a little bit so they know there's something behind them. Because a lot of kids will reach back with their hands. So we're trying not to reach back. Trying to throw a lot at you here because so much happens on your basic forward roll. Okay, just sit up, Lindsay, right there. Okay, now she's going to do something really hard for me. Because I'm going to lift her up and she's going to help me, but it's a really hard position, especially for grown-ups. Grown-ups, yeah, if you want to try this, be ready. Take my hands here, Lindsay. So she's reaching, and I'm just going to help her stand up. Up we go, like that. That was easy. She's good at this. Okay, now back down. Okay, now she's going to roll back and then sit up just like she is now. Grab my hands and we're going to stand up again. So here she goes, rolling back and go. Oh my gosh, she's almost ready to do it by herself. I'm going to let her try. Let's see what happens. Now, we were noticing that the floor slides a little bit here, so I'm going to brace it with my foot. Parents, you might want to check out, the yoga mat doesn't slide so much, but it's a little thin, so I'm going to just hold it so it doesn't slide on Lindsay, so she doesn't go flying backwards. Okay, she's going to roll back. Here she goes, and up she goes. Ah! That was awesome. She stood right up. Pretty good. She even did the ta-da at the end. See, it's automatic.
Let's hit the landing.
Okay, now this is the first half. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go over and now add actually the first part of rolling, which is getting your head down. Come on over here, Lindsay, and why don't you get on top of the ottoman. Can we call it an ottoman?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't date me too much, huh? Okay. So for kids, this part here is makes it so you can get your heels over your head. They always say a somersault is head over heels. That's all backwards. It's actually heels over head. Your head's already over your heels, right? So she's going to go heels over head, but I'm going to shape her in a way that makes it round. So she's going to put her chin, go ahead and put your chin in your chin hole. She already knows how to do it. You can see her tucking her head down there. I say chin in your chin hole. And now put your hands down on the floor, Lindsay, right there. And the same way we did before, just about shoulder width apart, just like that. Now she's going to scoot herself forward till the top of her head hits the floor.
Okay.
Just, yeah, lay down, just tuck your head under there, good. Now parents, a lot of kids, when they're new to this, they're turning their head sideways, they do like the old ear roll, kind of going back to their infancy. So she's ready now though for forward roll, so she's going to roll right down the middle of her spine, her neck and her back. That's the part that's going to contact the floor. This isn't a shoulder roll kind of movement. So she's all set. Now I'm going to have her actually tuck her head in, so the back of her head, kind of, you know, my grandfather had a bald spot right there. That's the spot that you want to be touching the floor. Not the tippy top, but tuck it under like that. She's going to look at her belly button with her chin in her chin hole, and I'm going to help her slide off.
Oh, we're doing this now?
We're doing it. Now, Lindsay, 3, 2, 1, go! Woo! I think we surprised everybody on that one.
Well,
Okay.
it was just a demonstration.
She did great, she did great. Okay, so now we're gonna add something. So here we go, come on and stand
right.
up. Get ready. You wanna tuck your shirt in, you can. That's sometimes a good idea. So, parents, here we go. She's gonna roll, and maybe you didn't notice, as she rolled, I stuck my hands under her legs. So because sometimes when kids, once they roll over, their legs come down towards their face, and we don't want to get a face bonk with their knees. So hold the legs a little bit there. So she's getting back in position, hands in, she's tucking her head in like that. Sometimes you have to slide the kids over, I'm checking it. Plus I can take the weight off, you can take the weight off your kid's neck, right? If you have a very young one, you want to keep the weight off a little bit. And she's gonna roll one more time, there she goes, and over she goes. And she finished it! She did advanced level forward roll. Beautiful. Thank you, Lindsay. Good
You're
job.
welcome.
You're
Thank
still
you.
good, looking good. Your spine is still intact. We did it. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back for more advanced rolling and some more cartwheels coming up. Thanks, guys.